Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Vengeful spirits.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Witch Doctor.
Dire team pick. Remaining.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are live. It's Kaipi versus Polarity. Game number 2. Both teams 1 and 2 here, locked in Group A action for the European qualifier for the Manila Major. I'm LD. I'm joined by my good friend, Mr. Yanis Lucas, also known as Fogged Doto.
Sup, bro?
10 seconds.
Polarity, they get on the board last game. They got the Doom first pick. They will not get the Doom this game.
I believe Doom will be one of the most contested heroes in the EU qualifiers.
Seems like we saw in China as well, he was getting through a lot, but I feel like day 2, that hero's not getting through.
Yeah, things are going to change up for sure.
So get your Doom wins while you can.
So
fresh hot off the presses.
Very different, very different approach coming up for Polarity this game. They've been going for the Enchantress first pick every game. They lost both games that they had it, so now they completely are going completely away from it now. They're going for this just vengeful first pick, nice and solid support hero, and then the Bat Rider second, just securing the Bat Rider so he doesn't have to worry for the Venge. Interesting. I guess they just don't feel so confident in the Enchantress after losing 2 games on it.
Yeah, I mean, Lil, the second, like both games, he didn't have that explosive laning stage. Yep. You know, the second game, it felt like he did a little more to shut down the, I think it's what, off-lane Slardar, but yeah, it still wasn't a dominant showing by any means. Compared to the Doom, he was huge on that Doom. So
Radiant team.
I wonder what he ends up playing here, if he's the Venge, if they get something else that can rotate, like a Night Stalker, for example. We've seen that hero quite a bit so far in the qualifiers, but for now, Kaipi entering phase 2. They're gonna rev up the bands. They get rid of the Chaos Knight. Polarity, the Beastmaster. So it is the Vision Supremacy game with the Wave of Terror and the Firefly.
Yeah.
Kaipi pretty light on Vision.
What did they ban last time? They banned Puck last game. Puck CK.
Puck seems like a solid ban here. I mean, look at Kaipi. They have like no control for a Puck right now.
Maybe they want the Puck though.
That's true.
Maybe.
And speaking of heroes for Kaipi, Saint Marana, phase 1 banned again. Empire also banned it phase 1. So it seems like unless Kaipi can have a big impact with another Sing hero, this was just maybe getting first phase banned the entire qualifier.
Yeah, probably. Now Void banned out by Polarity. What does Kaipi go for here? There is the Puck if they want to. I don't know really how much they favor it.
10 seconds.
No, they pick. They actually have not picked it. Well, they haven't played too many games either way, but yeah, usually
I'm looking at some Kaipi heroes, trying to see if there's anything that really jumps out that they like to run.
Not really seeing too much.
Nothing.
What, Slark?
Nothing much.
I know Bone loves to play the Slark, but I don't know if they third pick it.
It's not a bad Slark game though. Great against Bat, right?
Great against Bat.
Decent against Bench. Not great.
Slark's decent. I know some people like the Ember Spirit versus the Bat Rider too.
feel like you really have to worry about that swap into Lasso, though. That's just such a potent combo for any mobility-based hero.
I think it has. I think it's more than likely one of those two, unless they opt for a different. Or yeah, okay. So they opt for the mid laner. So instead of the puck, they go for the quap. So they want some more damage potential and just more security in the lane.
Now, last time we saw Polarity bust out the Viper. Not sure that will be the.
They could do it again.
Go-to
Maybe
here.
not third pick though.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of non-magical damage here to go through that corrosive skin. The Death Ward, the Imps, the Quapple.
Yeah.
So, as far as like the
Reserve time.
Viper's traditional role,
Not as valuable.
not as valuable, but tough to say.
What
I
else?
still feel like we're waiting to see the team's identities really crystallize in the qualifier. You know, new patch, a lot of teams just trying to discover how they want to play their style and what works.
Yeah.
So you're seeing drafts very quickly change.
It's very interesting to just see the Invoker completely gone. Invoker is just gone, guys.
The
No
OD,
more Invoker.
OD is just gone. He's not a hero.
Invoker and ODs are just completely out of the meta. They are gone.
Earth Spirit
Good
seen very
riddance.
little play. Not completely gone, but
Good riddance.
you gave me a look like I was Coddle guy.
I know.
I'm not an Earth Spirit picker.
I know.
Don't be mad at me.
I won't be. So Polarity, they could be looking at the puck, but I don't think they want to have puck and Batrider in the same team. So they probably want some more like mid-game / carry type potential.
So who comes to mind for that? This is where I need my heroes list.
So we need our good old their hero list because these guys draft quite different than other teams. So Juggernaut,
Dire
okay.
team pick.
They lost with it earlier, didn't they? I don't know. They were playing against it.
Earth Shaker.
Radiant team pick.
No, they did lose with it earlier. That was the game that he got 3-shotted.
By the Sven.
Yeah, by the Sven. Kaipi, they go for that's a Bambo Earthshaker, if I've ever seen one. Mm-hmm.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that's a Bambo Shaker.
Yeah, it's a Bambo Shaker.
5 seconds remaining.
Thoughts?
It's a him hero. That's him right there.
Reserve time.
That's just Bambo.
I don't know. The hero's taken a lot of nerfs. He's been hurt a lot through the patches, but he still can always guarantee himself experience in the offlane. And at the end of the
We see, like,
day,
that fissure blocking,
Yeah.
dragging creeps to the side camp.
exactly. At the end of the day, too, it's always a
10
hero,
seconds remaining.
you know, with triple lockdown. So he has been seeing a lot less play than before. And yeah, like we were saying, we probably will see the Viper, and they do pick it up here. Nice and safe.
Yeah, I mean, while the Viper's not the flashiest or most exciting hero, the buff that he got in this patch doesn't really seem to be much of a factor thus far. It's just a safe pick. Like you don't weaken your
5
lanes too
seconds
much.
remaining.
Matches up pretty well against Quap as well.
Yep.
And, I mean that not to say that it's Saint Saint's fault they lost the last game, but if it did feel in a lot of ways like that Viper Venom matchup was key because when Venom finally got Ags, he still did like the most damage on the team by far. They want to fight off the back of that first Ags ult, but
Ooh,
Dire
not
team
gonna
pick.
not gonna have an easy lane even this game, so they're putting a lot of pressure on Saint Saint. And now, Mr. Tusk comes out from retirement. He's got the fresh Walrus kick buffs ready to go.
10 seconds
Cooldown
remaining.
reduced from 12 to 8.
I'm just trying to understand
5
I'm trying to like
seconds
look at what their logic was of picking the Tusk, because innately Witch Doctor and Earthshaker are quite good
Reserve
versus the Tusk, you know, because of, obviously if you like, snowball in, you're putting yourself or whoever else is in the snowball at potential of the cask and
Sigil
combo.
isn't that good against ranged heroes.
Yeah,
or
Sigil's not the
Death Ward.
greatest.
Quap's more of a nuker anyway. It's a Earth Spirit was banned. Maybe they just wanted a roamer.
I guess so. I guess they just wanted some like hardcore roamers for the laning phase, because that's the only thing that I could think of. Able to bring the Juggernaut as well into the snowballs and stuff.
Yeah, there's some cute combos with that for sure. I mean, maybe you have a huge snowball dodge of like a Quapple, but
10
if Kaipi are
seconds
patient, that
remaining.
shouldn't really happen. Yeah,
5
it's kind of
seconds
it feels like it
remaining.
must be for the roaming. And Kaipi, they are gonna flip the script and they bring the big bad wolf out. So
Which I don't think I've seen them play ever.
he saw a decent amount of play in towards the end of the last patch from who was it? Navi was running a lot of Lycan.
Yes.
They were running a lot of Lycan.
For Dichara, yeah, that's like one of his signature. But yeah, they only have. Yeah,
But Navi plays like a very up-tempo game. Kaipi has a fairly up-tempo draft, but I mean, we saw last time they were not playing it that way. Like they go for the Armlet first on the Slardar, then back into a Venomancer Midas. Slardar then went into like the Blake, of course, and then back into a Heart. Like they weren't trying to end the game early by any means.
Yeah, but this will just give them more potential of splitting the fights, splitting the
10
map up,
seconds remaining.
and yeah, helping. Of course, Hal helps the Witch Doctor. They're able to
seconds
zone the
remaining.
Batrider much easier if he's there by himself. But
Help Sing Sing win his lane as well.
and helps Sing Sing. But I think Lil is going to be just running around between lanes, so we'll see how that ends up going. And yeah, right away, Lil buys 0 regen on Tusk. He goes for the Windlace, Fairy Fire, Smoke, Sentry build. So he's definitely just going to be running around being a nuisance. And what's Kaipi? Kaipi's trying to smoke?
These are the fun new roam.
No, they're not trying to smoke. They were all clumping up with the smoke, but they didn't do it.
I mean, Polarity's smoking. This is the Snowball Blade Fury special.
Snowball Blade Fury, yep.
Good luck if you get caught. And
Will
you're not
will
Queen of
Masakari get caught?
There is a pretty... I'm gonna say yeah.
A lot of these teams kind of expect it because
I'm
in
gonna
Europe...
say yeah. I'm gonna say he gets caught. Ward? No ward.
No.
Okay.
Most of these teams in Europe, especially, they kind of expect it because when you're playing even versus a lot of these teams in Europe in scrims, they'll even smoke up a level 1 with the Tusk 90% of the time and go for the first blood, even though it's a scrim.
It's not really great practice if you just
Yeah.
win off that fight, but
It's really not, but people like to do it, and yeah, it does seem like
you
KP
get to
is very
brag you
aware.
beat someone in a scrim.
Yeah. It's like, hey, we got them. Me.
It's always fun going to events. Like, if you listen to the players talk, you know, and I know everyone does it. It's like, oh, we beat them in scrims. We beat them in scrims. We're so much better than them. Like almost everyone talks a big game, but then you just see how much the scrims matter when it comes to the officials.
Yeah. Bambo blocks the Queeve up with this fissure. And we do see Come With Me blocking the mid lane as well for Sing Sing, so Sing Sing's gonna have a bit of an advantage in the block, or at least he should.
And they are going to get the D ward here, top off the bat. That's pretty big. And they're offensive tri-laning. At least to start.
Really nice play there, though. That aggressive smoke that they did put down 2 wards to mess with the Enchanters. They're going in.
They're just going in. They're going to bring the spin. And they're going to win this one. Masakari going down. Bone 7 turns and can't really do a whole hell of a lot.
This is such a smart approach from Polarity, putting this tri-lane here. Gonna be pressuring the Lycan heavily while Earthshaker is able to do decent in this matchup versus a Batrider, but he doesn't have the magic stick just yet. He's gonna pick it up from the side right now. But yeah, like I was saying, they did put 2 sentries down to block the Enchantress's camps to mess with him, so he's not really able to find his nice little jungle creeps.
Yeah, he is going to get the double D ward, it looks like, but still just slowing it down when he gets those first creeps out and what he does with them as Polarity maybe preparing for round 2 here. With that D ward, they can just constantly threaten to roll in from any angle. Pretty much any time. There's not much Kaipi can do about it. So you just got to play back.
Yeah, Polarity still just has to be careful because it's very important in these, tri-lanes especially, is that you don't give kills up, and also that you still are able to find your levels on your tri-lane, because you want to constantly be pulling the side, making sure you guys are under-leveled. They are all level 2 now, so they're doing a good job at that.
Kaipi looking for the smoke gank here as Come With Me moves in up the river.
Not a good positioning from the gank, though.
Towards the Venge. But there's backup there. Lil's in reserve. He's got a snowball. Hasn't even skilled the shards just yet. But the Ursas come in. They're going to roll past them, spin onto Come With Me, try to punish the ganker and turn him into the ganky. And in fact, he will go down. Tusk able to survive. Good stomp there. They're going to have a clap in 5, but that tomato won't be able to get the job done, so...
So Come With Me just got super unlucky. And as he was running by the neutral Centaur camp, his Centaur got stomped by it for some reason, even though there were not 3 units around it.
Centaur genocide.
So he didn't have his Centaur creep in with him, so he wasn't able to stop some of the damage coming out. And it actually gets him killed. That really sucks. His rotation all for naught.
I mean, this is... again, the Enchantress ganks have just not been working. It's now not just Polarity, it's Kaipi as well.
Yep.
I don't know if it's just Bambi, if it's Bambi's death day, it's just bad luck. Ice Frog hates deer all of a sudden, but it's just not working.
Bambo's missing, or not Bambo. Phobos has missed like I think 6 or 7 free CS down here in the lane because he's trying to play like insanely aggressive on Bambo for some reason. But
It just pisses him off that Bambo's getting experience.
yeah, it does really look like that actually. I feel like he should be focusing a lot more on just making sure he gets these last hits.
I'm not gonna hover on bottom too.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Unless we nitpick every last hit, but
No,
let's
it's
miss
fine.
another there as we take a quick look, and you can see it in the CS charts. He was 1 down on Bambo, and you know, in that matchup, you should be up.
At least stacking the hard camp for yourself constantly when you're pulling it into your creep wave, so you can have that type of, you know, burst of income when you need to after the laning phase. I really think he should be doing that at least after if he's missing some CS.
All right, smoke number 2 for Come With Me. There's just 1 more in reserve for some time, and meanwhile, top lane, they are going to find the Mastercard kill. So, yet to see a successful rotation here by Kaipi, but let's make it 3 now.
That wasn't even with the snowball. That was just a venge stun.
They might find it now. Alpha Ninja in pretty far. There's the troll trap. They should be able to get him with the Hadouken, but he pops the Fairy Fire. He does have a Tango available. He might survive through this Blink Scream just enough from Sing Sing. I mean, barely at that.
Lil was almost there too. That could have been a dangerous situation.
Yeah, Viper, I believe, did manage to buy out. Has the Aquila now, as well as the boots. And his TP picked up.
Bambo's doing great though. 14 and 2 to 14 and 8.
Bambo's always doing great.
Yeah, and now
At
Sing
least
Sing,
if you ask him.
Sing Sing making the well, Bambo's the best in the
He's
world.
The best.
Sing Sing making a level 5 rotation. Gets spotted.
Well, he is going to commit here with the Blink Scream forward into the Shadow Strike. And that's the end of that gank. As we see Pasha hunting. Level 4 in the trees onto bo2. He's level 3 on the Lycan in 5 minutes. Oh! Man, the speed on that Juggernaut. The same Bolt could learn a thing or two.
Windlace OP.
We're seeing so much of this item.
Yeah, it's great. Phobos.
It really seems like the item of the patch.
Oh
so
my
far.
god, Phobos is just in the trees. They just walk completely around him.
Meanwhile, mid, roll on the same scene. Oh, the vent stun does get disjointed, but yeah, like you're saying, there's also shenanigans here on the bottom side. Slow comes out, cast connects. They have an enchant totem soon, but Phobos able to barely scurry over, and even with the troll trap, he's just across the ravine. He'll live too. 3-1 the score now.
He was like hiding in the trees, and the 2 supports wrapped and ran around him in a circle. It was really funny.
Every little rotation is just such a scrum here for Kaipi. But that was their 3rd smoke, I believe.
All right, no, all 3 already?
I think so, yeah. Because they had 1 more on the Witch Doctor, and I believe he popped it.
Wow, I think you're right. Yeah, because they have 1 more in
They
stock now.
chewed through all 3 smokes at 6 minutes, and they're down 1-3. Ouch.
That is kind of brutal.
That's one of those things where like, you won't necessarily see it so much on the gold graph, but it's reflected in the next 5 minutes.
Oh, Come With Me is in a very, very weird spot right now.
Oh,
he has the attendance, but that's not enough.
Come With Me. Perhaps a bit triggered by these failed rotations. Does get the heal up, but the napalm stacking up. While that was happening, Pasha found a kill, but just trying to see if Come With Me ends up going down. He does have the level 2 untouchable, but Viper's going to come in. They get the kill on him as well, 5-1. As we did miss a kill simultaneously up top. First Omni Slash of the
Just
game.
gets omnied, yeah.
Nothing working for Kaipi here.
Masakari is just playing very out of position in that top lane. Very hard to play in position versus the Tusk, so they just were caught very off guard from that tri lane.
Speaking of,
Bottom
the
lane.
Bambo. No Walrus Punch yet.
No.
Might
Don't-
be able to cut him off though.
He's like, I think he's trying to make it not obvious that the Venge is there. Now he's gonna get him with this rotation.
Oh,
That was
Bambo.
really nice by Lil.
Oh, he's the best though. So the best was surely winning McFun here, but Ben Stun comes through. Shards turning with the echo. Perhaps he's thinking about it. You know he's trying to do the math, but the math isn't there.
That was
Bambo will accept his fate.
I love that play there from Lil. Like he didn't over engage there. He slowly waited for waiting for Pasha, seeing what he's doing. Masakari again.
Well, I mean, you're out of position. There is no good position to live through this.
Yeah.
Food for the samurai.
But yeah, Lil was very hesitant on using his spells bottom, so it made Earthshaker felt, or Bambo felt much safer, and then the Venge just wrapped around. I really liked that. It was kind of like a little mind game.
So we're gonna see DK Phobos now hitting level 6.
Oof, man. Just look at the net worth already. It's pretty painful.
Just this Juggernaut is monstrous.
Mid lane, looks like they're going for Apo. He's on the low ground.
After in a bit of trouble. Oh, Clap not going to connect. That'll get him out, and it might actually get Kaipi killed. There's the roll forward. They do have a Walrus Punch. It's passed on to Sing Sing. Almost enough to finish him off. Heads up into the atmosphere, barely surviving. The cast coming back the other way. It will bounce between heroes. Then the Maledict deployed onto Lil, but Lil hangs on through it all. Masakari again about to go down. Just hit him once more. They will get the kill. And now moving on to Come With Me. Flame breaking him back. He'll drop
This
as
is a
well.
disaster.
It's easy all day. Polarity just winning every engagement. 3 out of 3 in the top on the network chart. The Tusk is closing in on the enemy Lycan. And there's a fresh Omni ready to go.
Dire's top tower is under
It's
attack.
dark right now for Kaipi.
It's incredibly dark.
Radiant's bottom
It's
tower
confusingly
is under
dark.
attack.
Because they played
You just you have like this quizzical look on your face right now, and
they're looking so different than the team that they just were when they were playing versus Empire. They're looking a lot sloppier
Dire's
now.
top tower is under attack.
And I don't know if it pertains to the draft or maybe just the way the draft order happened.
are they a
But
little tilted after game 1?
Dire's top
Yeah,
tower
because that
has fallen.
definitely was not how they expected that to
Radiant's
go.
bottom
Yeah.
tower is under attack.
Hard to say.
just Polarity's lane setup right now is just showing hugely in favor.
I'm really interested to see how much Enchantress is going to be played moving forward, because it's a very small sample size, but the hero's not been effective today.
Yeah, we went 3 games out of just the EU qualifier so far. That seems like the
I
Enchantress
mean, I'd
is not
say
really
it's 0
doing
for
so
3,
good.
like even if they win, because it's
Yeah.
done nothing thus far.
Yeah, and now
Blue.
Bone getting gone on. They've got the
Roll
Walrus
forward.
Punch.
They don't have Lasso actually at Phobos.
Oh, he didn't skill
The
it.
Sharks? Oop. Close call. Yeah, he was level 6, didn't skill, then level 7, opted for the extra point in the Firefly. Does mean the difference, but meanwhile, bottom lane, Pasha just rolling onto Bambo, tries to time things nicely here. There is an Omni available. Oh, Sage, he blinks onto this, does have the creep wave support though. But backup is coming in the form of Alpha Ninja. He might
Dire's
turn around
bottom
here.
tower is under attack.
Coming in with the poison attack, drops the Viper Strike, Sing Blake on cooldown for 5. Pasha omniing through, it's back to the creep wave. It doesn't matter, just needs the 1 slash there, gets the kill.
And a regen rune.
And a free fountain trip as well. 11-1.
So they used what?
Brutal.
Did they use Echo? They used
And
Echo Slam
Quapple.
and Quapple to
And they
try to
gave
kill
up the kill.
Pasha. And they
they're gonna
both
get a
died.
Massacre. It's a massacre in the top lane. Another kill. 12-1. 0-6. He is half the team's deaths.
They're just getting picked apart in this laning phase.
They are just running straight into
The game
Polarity
is-
and dying.
The game is literally just getting out of the laning phase, and it's already 12-1. And taking a look at the net worth already, it's almost 10,000 in favor of Polarity. Holy
it
crap!
doesn't feel like they're having to work that hard for these. I mean, Kaipi are just kind of running into them and dying.
But still, it's nice movements, and it's also a nice, interesting build by Lil. He opted for max sigil instead of having any extra points and shards. 1-1-4 build. That's the Febby build.
Yeah.
Febby still does that a lot when he plays it, but
Well, same thing. We'll find Pasha here. Commits a Blade Fury.
oh, he didn't keep you out.
But they're coming in from behind. The
Yeah,
rest
he's
of
still fine.
Polarity in pursuit with DK Phobos ready to debut this Blink Dagger. 11.5 minutes. He's going to find Come With Me. Drags him back. Enchantress down. Venison now served up.
Oh
in a
my God, the
two-hero
shards!
Cage by Lil.
Dire's middle
Can he get a range for the punch? No, actually, it was too good of a cage. No way in.
Radiant's
That was
bottom
some
tower is under attack.
Old chicken, or old 11 shards, right?
I don't know. That even puts old 11 in shape. I don't think I've ever seen that out of him.
That was really nice. You got both of them in there.
So we do see the
Radiant's
Venge
bottom tower is under
arcade
attack.
boots coming out now.
Got it, my pretty. Fly.
Yeah, I guess they just
Early Aether Lens, I imagine.
yeah, just trying to sustain the Vipers.
And they have such good, like, you've got swap into the Walrus Punch,
Oh,
swap into
top lane
Lasso.
Bone. Go for it. Phobos forces Bone's ulti.
Yeah, normally the Lycan ult not considered the biggest deal, but level 1, it's a long cooldown. 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2-minute cooldown's quite brutal.
Level 2 or 3, especially level 3, it's up every minute, no big deal, but
Yeah, and Polarity's in such a nice position that they can just... Juggernaut can go for that late game build. He can go for this Butterfly next. Or, sorry, Battle Fury.
They both have BF in the name.
Yeah, close enough.
The hour grows late, not only for us, but also for Team Kaipi. They lost here. They're 1-3, and they're in trouble. We're gonna need some big plays out of this man, Mr. Bambo. Blink Dagger coming to 2150, or sorry, 2130 gold. Very close to it. This is the time to hang back and look for the big echo. This Come With Me gets just slaughtered mid lane. Another death for him. These supports are 0-11 combined at 13 minutes.
It's actually absurd.
Having chewed through every single
You
smoke.
cannot have that. You cannot have that many deaths on your support in this type of game in the laning phase. Like, you're already so committed on the laning phase with this Enchantress. Even with the Earthshaker and the Quap, like, you're just committed on the laning phase heavily across your whole draft.
And the worst part, it's like they not only were they giving up kills, they were blowing resources to give up those kills.
Yeah.
Smokes.
But you know what? It
happens.
As much as it it looks kind of like bad for KP. It's like, oh man, like Come With Me is like not playing well, or Massacre is not playing well. That's not really just the case. It's like, sure, they may have been out of position, but Polarity's playing well, and they just did something out of the ordinary. They decided to go for that Tusk aggressive tri-lane with the Juggernaut, which definitely caught KP off guard.
And once they get ahead, they've got the easy Omni Slash kills. Every snowball in a support is basically a kill. Now you've got deep ward, so Kaipi, the smoke, this could be it.
They've got the blink on the Shaker. This is what they need. They need a big echo.
Batrider alone, probably not good enough. Bambo not revealed yet, but the rest of the team just desperately hunting forward. They're trying to chase this one out. Sing Sing commits in. He's gonna get the blink. Scream off Bambo. It's all up to him. Look for the echo. Look for the jump. The shards get dropped in a great position. And that prevents Bambo's chase. So he's forced to commit his blink forward just to get a fissure off on the Lil, who's still got a snowball in reserve. And now Bambo, he tries to bait, hang back for round 2 of the fight, but Phobos is going to hunt and look for that Shaker. No, he goes on to Masakari. Bambo might have an opening here. Echo's ready. Look for them to group up. Look for that jump. He finds it on 3, but is it enough damage? Not sure, but his fissure comes through. Though the spin, the flames, they burn through Kaipi's armor. 3 have fallen. It might be 5 here. Just a second. Good enchant totem. Saves the Enchantress. Will cost Bambo in the end. Sliced up by Pasha. Another gift. And Polarity just, it seems maybe too far ahead at this point. 12,000 gold now. 7,500 experience. And all the mental game as well. Momentum just entirely escaping Kaipi. That would have been the fight.
Yeah, that was their window, but Polarity, again, seems like they woke up after their first 2 games because they're looking like a much better squad than the first series that we watched. They just seem much more aware of the movement on the map. They are very proactive on their movements as well. Their warding positioning as well has just been on point in this game. Yeah, just very good plays by Polarity. I can't really say that KP's playing so awful. I just think that Polarity's making the right movements first.
And like you said, it's unconventional. We don't see many aggressive tri-lanes. And certainly not with that kind of setup. It's normally more with like a jungler that rotates in.
Yep.
Not just the full-on dual support combo in the lane. They're gonna scout out Bambo here with the ward now. Phobos ready to go in 4 seconds. Has the lasso. Bambo gonna retreat up to the safety of his high ground. But already Pasha with a completed Battle Fury and a Yasha basically done as well. It's 16 minutes.
Even the Tusk
and
has
more
a blink.
importantly, yeah, Tusk with a blink.
Even more catch now. I mean, Sing Sing's only got level 2 blink still. I think they gotta feed him some Tome of Knowledge. So he has higher level blink at this point. I wonder who ended up eating it actually. I didn't really get to see. I think I saw it earlier.
Yeah, it's on cooldown, so
probably on the Witch Doctor or something, but still.
It's not often you'd say maybe this carry needs the Tome of Knowledge, but I think you're right.
Yeah, definitely. He needs to have max blink.
Even with max blink, just one hair catches him, it still feels like he's dead. It's gonna be tough for Sing Sing.
Definitely a helper though.
Different build up here on the bench. You mentioned the Max Vengeance our last when we saw the spend. This time around, something else, as you will be leveling up the Wave of Terror. But look at this, Kaipi moving towards the Roche Pit. Unfortunately, no smokes available, so they just have Pedestrian style, straight in for the blind Bambo Echo, and it is there, but it's not enough. Omnislash turns it. Bambo unable to find that opening kill that they're just desperately searching for. They're going to lose Masakari as well. And Pasha just rolls in. Now turning on to Come With Me. He swings a bit slowly, but the roasting should get the job done. They're cooking up Come With Me. They'll get him too. 3 kills for nothing. If they just weren't so far behind, if that's a level 2 quad bolt there, maybe it's different, but a lot of ifs now for Kaipi. And no answers. Well, let's see, can Bambo steal this thing? He was thinking about it, but I mean, even if he steals that, I'm not sure how much it matters.
Yeah. I'm surprised he actually even lived in the first place.
Bone 7?
Bone 7, trying to be cheeky.
Uh-oh. Well, can't be cheeky against the Battle Fury.
Worked for a second.
Polarity, give him the sandwich.
Oh, that's good.
Ouch. 22-2.
The dream is real.
So I guess if you're Kaipi here, you get that 1 kill and you just GG out.
Pretty much. Yeah, no, in all honesty, it's really basically impossible for them to win the game, at least. Polarity can lose the game if they throw heavily, but I don't think that we would see anything like that happen. It's just, yeah, it's too much. Way too much money. And now
move in bottom.
We're gonna see them just move in.
Polarity. It's a 5-man squad just charging into the Kaipi base. Zero fear. Aether Lens ready on your bench. And now the tower falls. They close in here on a 2-0 sweep. They needed it after the Power Rangers defeat. And it looks like they're about to get it. They're going to swap back. Come With Me, engage forward. DK Phobos with the last one to Bone 7. The Death Ward going. A pretty good one by Matsukari. Will be enough to net them the bench kill. 24-3 though, as the kills pile in the other direction. No Echo Slam for 30. Healing Ward going strong. They achieve the dream for only a moment, and then it's gone. And they call it right there. Kaipi, a bit in shambles after this series. They'll have to pick themselves up.
Yeah.
A rough way to continue through day 1.
Yeah, definitely hard for them to win this game, just based off of the draft. But also, the lane setup was just perfect by Polarity. I really don't know how else to put it. Like, they preemptively just expected the way that the KP was going to lane because it was just obvious. Like, and they just went for something out of the ordinary, and it works out perfectly for them.
Well, with that Polarity now, they even up their